Hey everybody, we're on to our next unit, 8.1a, classifying polynomials. And in this lesson, we're going to learn how to classify polynomials. There's an abundance of information, as you can see here, a lot of new terms, all right? So there's going to be a lot of new information for you to jot down and practice. I have a lot of examples. First thing, a monomial. Prefix mono is one. So monomial is going to be a number, a variable, or a product of numbers or variables whose with whole number exponents. All right, so the exponents have to be whole numbers, meaning they have to be positive. All right, so here's some examples of monomials. 5 is monomial x, negative 7xy, even though there's three different pieces to it, they're all multiplying together, hence it's a product of numbers. So this negative 7xy is a monomial. 0.5x to the fourth, monomial, because it has a whole number exponent of 4. The reason these are not monomials, negative 0.3x to the negative second, can't have a negative exponent for it to be a monomial. No good. The next one, it's separated by a subtraction sign. So this is actually going to be two separate monomials. 4x minus y is two separate monomials because you can't have a subtraction sign or addition or division like the last one. So that's why that one's not a monomial. All right, so a monomial, again, is a number or a group of numbers or a variable that's grouped together. It can be grouped together by multiplication, and it can have a positive exponent. Now, there's something called the degree of a monomial. The degree is going to be the sum of all the exponents of the variables. Oh my goodness gracious, if I could repeat something over and over again, it would be of the variables. So the degree is you add up the exponents on all of the variables. Even if there's not one there, there's always that invisible one on a variable's exponent, okay? A constant, or aka a number, always has a degree of 0. This is something else that often gets overlooked. Be sure you write that down. Take a second to pause and write that down. All right, so I want you to pause here. Find the degree of each monomial. Hopefully you got them. Now on to polynomials. A polynomial is a monomial or a sum or difference of monomials, meaning it's when there's two or more monomials that are grouped with adding or subtracting. That's all it is. All right. So if I go back to this example here, where'd it go? This example, 4x minus y, that's a polynomial. Okay. Now the degree of a polynomial is similar to that of a monomial, but it's degree of the term with the greatest degree. Yeah, I said that. The degree of the polynomial is the degree of the term with the greatest degree. I said degree 3 times in there. So let's look at an example together. I'll do this first example together. I'll do A with you. So what I do here is I look here. What's the degree of this term, this piece? All right. This is two terms. 11x to the 7th is one, and then 3x to the 3rd is another one. All right. This is a 7th degree. This is a 3rd degree. I do not combine them. I do not add them together to get 10. This is a 7th degree polynomial. That's what A is. It's a 7th degree polynomial. Okay. I do not combine each terms. All right. Now here, I'll help you. Here's a term, here's a term, here's a term. You do combine these two terms. All right. So now for B and C, try them on your own. What's the degree of those polynomials? Hopefully you got it. Are on the standard form of a polynomial. Standard form is when it's written in order, pretty much. It contains one variable is written with the terms in order from greatest degree to least degree. So you want to put the highest exponent first, then the next exponent, then the next exponent, and then the constant will be at the end. There's something called the leading coefficient. When you write it in standard form, it's the first number of the entire number sentence. It's the coefficient of the highest degreed term. Okay. So look in here. Let's put this in standard form. I'll do this first one for you. I'm going to take negative 7x to the 5th because that's my highest degree of 5. I'm going to scan. Then I'm going to go plus 4x squared. That's the next one. Then plus 6x. And then plus 9. This is in standard form. The highest degrees first. The leading coefficient will be -7 because that is this number here. Okay. You try B and C on your own, see how you do. All right, now we're getting to some special names. Um, if certain polynomials have special names based on their degree or the number of terms. So if it's a 0 degree, meaning it's a constant, I kind of talked about that already. If it's a first degree, meaning the highest exponent is 1, that's just going to be linear. We've dealt with those all year. This is going to be new. If it has a degree of 2, that's called quadratic. A degree of 3 is called cubic. They're highlighted because they're going to be the most common ones you're going to see in the next couple of years. If it has a higher degree of 4, that's a quartic, like a quart of milk. Fifth degree is a quintic. And then higher than that, if it's 6 or more, you just name it whatever it is. If it's a degree of 6, you say it's a 6th degree or a 12th degree or 99th degree. All right. Now, that's the degree. Now, based on the terms, how many terms are there? One term is a monomial, right? That's what we said. One term is a monomial. Two terms. Now, if there's exactly 2, it has a special name of a binomial. If there's 3, that's called a trinomial. The good news, they're the only 3. After that, if it's 4 or more, it's just called a polynomial. All right. So these, by the degree, are pretty much the first name. And then the term is like the second name. So we could have a quadratic binomial. That would mean it'd have a highest degree of 2 with 2 separate terms. Okay. So I'll classify this first one. I'll give you the next 2 on your own. This first one, classifying it based on its degree, would be a highest degree of 3. So it's a cubic. And then since there's 1, 2 terms, this is a binomial. So this is a cubic binomial. Okay. You try B, you try C, see how you do. All right. Here's more examples if you want to try some. Again, I'll put the answers on here, try them out. And that's it.